Voted by the players be one of the 3 offensive team captains, filling that void left by Tom Brady's departure. So, Shannon, are you surprised by these moves?
Skip, you and I both agreed. If he can get, because Cam didn't sign until like June 8th, June 9th, I think if I remember correctly. So basically, they don't go to training camp until like mid-July. So basically, he has 5 weeks, 6 weeks to get up to speed. And I said the advantage that Stidham has, that Brian Hoyer has, they played in this offense. But the advantage that they have by knowing this offense is not as big as the advantage that Cam has as far as talent.
Yep.
Because that's vast. That's the Grand Canyon size between his talent and their talent. And once they got into camp, and Cam could like, okay, let's equate some of the things that Cam really does well. Okay, let's move the pocket. Let's give Cam an opportunity to run the football. We'll call design runs. What's this, Skip? Now it's over.
Yeah.
I think what's so shocking, I don't think Cam being the starter is shocking to people. What's shocking is that Cam was named the captain. Because if you look at it, Skip, Junior Seau, you know how distinguished Junior was. Junior had to wait a year. You remember what Randy Moss was? Randy Moss had to wait a year.
He did.
Cam comes in the very year. Coach Belichick has heaped more praise on Cam Newton.
No doubt.
In 3 weeks than he heaped on Tom Brady in 19 years.
Correct.
And Tom Brady was,
yeah.
you doing all this. You doing too much, Coach Belichick. I know you're doing this to get up under my skin. And it's working.
It's working.
It's working.
Yep.
So for me, Skip, I'm not surprised because I thought Cam was the more talented of the quarterback.
Yep.
How soon could he get the offense? But if you tailor this offense as Cam, what do you like? Incorporate that?
Yep.
Well, it was not going to be close. I think him being captain after 5 weeks is unbelievable. And the praise, Skip, Cam works hard. Cam does this. Cam, he's a phenomenal talent. Yeah. I'm like, well, damn. You did have Brady. Now, he might not have been as talented, but he did win a bunch of games for you, Coach.
Yeah. Cam comes early and he stays late, says Bill Belichick. And Brady's saying, Coach,
I opened the building a couple of times.
Yeah. Okay. I'm happy for Cam Newton.
Yeah.
But in the end, I'm not sure whether to congratulate him or offer condolences because this is a tough spot he's in. I got a feeling he's going to have a really good year for a team that I believe is still even more flawed than it was a year ago. And this team was desperate to replace Tom Brady in every way, shape, and form, on the field and in the locker room and in the huddle. And he's hopefully for them going to fill that void. That's why the players voted him a captain after he's been there. He got signed like 2 months ago.
He got signed June 8th, June 9th, and here we are 4th of September.
Because clearly, by all accounts, the players love his vibe, his energy. It's different.
Yes.
He's bringing something to the practice field. Tom did, because Tom was obviously all business. He was driven. He was like emotionally focused on the task at hand.
Tom ain't dancing. Tom ain't getting nobody hype at practice.
It's all business.
Yeah.
And now Cam has brought a whole new, he's changing the culture.
Yes.
There is no more Patriot way. It's kind of the Cam way right now, and everybody bought in, it sounds like, including the head coach. Well, you need that. You're desperate for that, so way to go. I love all the above, but I don't love what he's going to have to be left to work with here. Because trust me on this, somewhere down in Tampa Bay, Brady's sitting back saying, okay, let's see how you do with what I had to work with last year. Because let's look at Pro Football Focus. I know we're going to talk about this a little later in the show, but I'm going to bring this up just to put this in perspective, what Cam Newton is working with right now. Pro Football Focus still ranked Tom Brady last year the 10th best quarterback in the league, and said that some of the reason for his drop-off in passing performance was due to the lackluster receiving unit in New England. It went on to say that Brady's 2019 stemmed from his receivers and the fact they couldn't get open. Well, they ranked dead last in separation. The 2019 New England receiving unit actually posted the worst receiving grade by a Patriots group since Pro Football Focus was founded back in 2006. Okay. How did that receiving unit change?
It did.
It didn't. So I look and I say, well, timeout. Julian Edelman didn't get younger. He got a year older.
Right.
And he had off-season shoulder surgery after he led the league in drops last year, and it was reported that he had very serious injuries to a knee and to his ribs that would have ended a lot of other players' season, but he toughed it out and toughed through it. Okay, he's back at age 34. N'Keal Harry, I thought was going to be maybe even a star. He started in week 11 last year, and for whatever reason, he did not click with Brady. Maybe he'll click with Cam. But what else do they have as the backups to those two? They signed Damiere Byrd from Arizona. He was like the fourth, fifth receiver in Arizona. And Matthew Slater, the special teams ace, is now the other backup wide receiver. Okay, well, that's it. Well, good luck with this, Cam.
And guess what it is, Kip? The guy that they gave him a second-round pick, they're going to release him.
Mohamed Sanu is gone. So that was the midseason acquisition that was going to save the day. And Bill Belichick swung and missed.
I told you, I said, Skip, I don't know why they didn't go to Denver and get Emmanuel Sanders.
Okay, so it was reported that Belichick was in the Fournette Derby, Leonard Fournette, but that he wound up with Tampa Bay. Well, so Sony Michel has been beat up. He had off-season surgery. They said he got a little heavy through the off-season, and he's kind of in the doghouse.
Quarantine.
Quarantine. Well, okay, he's quarantined. And James White's still there, and he's really good. But that Damian Harris, the kid, he's got
Alabama.
Some kind of broken finger or something, so he's a problem. Rex Burkhead is still there. Can you win with those guys? I don't know. It's not like you have Leonard Fournette there. You don't. And then we look at the opt-outs. No more. Dante Hightower opted out. Patrick Chung opted out. On offense, Brandon Bolden's gone. Marcus Cannon, who's a pretty good offensive guard, is gone. Marquise Lee, they signed at receiver from Jacksonville, gone. And then they had an exodus on defense featuring no more Jamie Collins, Landon Roberts. They traded Jerron Harmon. Kyle Van Noy is gone. Danny Shelton's gone. They're rebuilding the defense.
Well, Skip, if he wins that division, Coach Belichick is Coach of the Year.
Well, Cam will be the MVP. Seriously. No, I'm not overstating. I believe if they can win the division, if they can overcome Buffalo, who went 10-6 last year and added Stephon Diggs. Is there a Diggs on this roster? Nope.
Whatever they got, we got old Bunt Run Gilmore.
Oh, yeah?
Old Bunt Run ain't going to let that happen, though, Skip.
Okay, well, he's a player.
Yeah,
we'll give you that one. Okay, you got that one, and you got who else? Can you even name anybody? Well, you got the two McCourties. Okay.
But are you surprised that Julian Edelman isn't the captain?
I hadn't even thought about that, but maybe.
I am.
But I believe he probably led the charge to elect Cam.
Yeah. Right. But hey, you can lead the charge. But at the end of the look, Skip.
Hey, wait, time out. I'm not surprised because what happened out here in Beverly Hills like 4 months ago, Julian was on the hood of a car.
It was a parade.
Oh.
And you know, in the parade, you ride on the Jenny. You know, you from, I don't know if you're from a small town, but in the parade, they ride on top of cars. It wasn't a parade?
There was no parade. I think it was a parked, like, Rolls Royce or whatever.
My bad,
Julian was dancing on the hood of the car, and he got, I believe he got arrested.
Yeah, and I think it was also late in the evening.
Oh, it wasn't like a day. Okay, my bad.
It was actually early in the morning.
Yes. Early morning.
Okay, so it wasn't a parade.
You were disqualified from being the captain?
Yeah, you're probably disqualified for that.
Okay, so how much do you trust this team to overcome a team that most people are picking to win the division, the Buffalo Bills? Again, they went 10-6 and added Stephon Diggs. And you know and I know they had a playoff game won at Houston until Deshaun pulled a Houdini.
Yeah, I'm going to take Coach Belichick because I still trust Coach Belichick more than I trust Sean McDermott. And I'll trust Cam more than I trust Josh Allen. So...
Okay, I'll give you that. But I liked what Sean McDermott was doing.
Oh, yeah.
They felt like a real football team last year. I know they came to Dallas and destroyed my team on national TV on Thanksgiving. But it felt like he was building something that would last there. I'll give you Cam over Josh Allen, no doubt. But after that, I'm just not sure. That the Buffalo team on paper is way better than this team on paper.
But remember, though, Skip, last year there were no expectations. As you mentioned, people are picking them to win that division now.
Yeah.
So now there's a lot of expectations that's coming along with this. And I think there's not a whole lot being expected. I mean, it's New England, but are we really expected? I mean, as you mentioned, look at the list. 10 guys opted out. They lose 5, 6, 7 key free agent led by Tom Brady.
Yep.
And so I don't think there's as much expected of them as it is Buffalo. And Coach Belichick just sitting back there. He doing commercial. You see him do the old Subway commercial?
I did.
He said he went Brady because Brady was hogging up all the commercials.
Really? Was he really?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he was hogging them up.
So I'm going to give you this. I thought that Cam might be used in Cam packages because it felt like he wanted Stid, as he calls Jared Stidham, to be the starter. But remember, Jared Stidham had some undisclosed leg injury that was so bad he had to be hospitalized, and we never heard the outcome of that.
Right.
But it set him back so far. They had to go with Cam. So again, I'm happy for Cam. It gives you a better chance because we have 5 cases of Diet Mountain Dew bet on Patriots having a better record than Tampa Bay.
It ain't gonna happen.
Right?
Skip, but you know what? Coach Belichick was talking Stid. I don't know if he wanted Stid to start more than he wanted Tom Brady gone. I believe he wanted Tom Brady gone more than he wanted Stid.
Okay. But wouldn't he love to be able to show people, I picked Stid in the 4th round and I made him my new Tom Brady?
Yeah, but think about it, Skip. Cam got released. He said, I took a guy that hadn't been healthy in a couple of years, got him off the scrap heap.
Okay.
And y'all got that guy down there, and I'm going to win more games than y'all.
Well, once upon a time, Cam was an MVP.
He
and he did play in a Super Bowl.
Yes. Hopefully he can get back to being healthy and be that again.
Yep.
Well, guys, Charles Barkley strongly defends the Nets' hiring of Steve Nash. This is interesting, and we'll tell you exactly